Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool. We are with the chapter Diversity in Living Organisms, isn't it? Under that, we started with the divisions, subdivisions of the kingdom Plantae. Under that, we discussed about the division Thallophyta, we finished about the division Bryophyta, and we also discussed about the division Pteridophyta. And in this class, we will talk about the division Gymnosperms and later the division Angiosperms. Coming to the Gymnosperms, very simple plants, terrestrial plants actually. Not that very simple as pteridophytes. Okay, little advanced plant varieties compared to pteridophytes. Okay, and first and foremost, I will tell the meaning of the word gymnosperms. And gymno, this is divided into gymno and sperma. Okay, both are Greek words. Both are Greek words, guys. So the meaning of the word gymno is without cover. Without cover. The meaning of the word sperma is seed. Okay, and what is present inside a seed? Why seed is very much important in a plant body? It's because seed has an embryo. Okay, so here the embryo is the one which develops into a new plant. When the embryo falls in a soil, this particular embryo will give a completely a new plant. Okay, so where is that embryo present? It is present inside a seed. So seed contain embryo. We all know this, right? Say, embryo is there in a seed, but the seed do not have any covering. Seed do not enclose in a particular protective covering. Okay, so that is what the meaning of the word gymno. See, gymno means without cover. Cover for what? Cover for seed. Seed cover is not there. Okay, what do you mean by seed cover? Fruit. Okay, in other words, I can say that seed is not enclosed. Enclosed in the sense it is not present in a fruit. Okay, so there is no such thing called fruit in gymnosperms. Seeds are naked. In other words, I can say seeds are naked here. They are not present inside a fruit. Okay, so the plants which have naked seeds, the plants which do not have fruit is called gymnosperms. Okay, say here the plant's body is well differentiated into branches, roots, leaves, stem, etc. They have well advanced vascular bundles. They have everything, guys. They have seeds and everything, but the seed is not having a cover. That means seed is not present in a fruit. There is no fruit at all. Seed is naked. Inside a seed, there is an embryo that grows as a new plant. But the seed is naked here. Remember, the naked seed. Okay, that means it is not present within a fruit. There is no fruit only in case of gymnosperms. Right? Remember this particular point, and this is very, very, very important. Okay? And the plants of gymnosperms. Plants of gymnosperms are evergreen. They always stay green in color. All seasons they are green in color, and they are perennial. Perennial. What do you mean by perennial, guys? Perennial means live for long years. Okay, they live for many years, many hundreds of years they can live. Okay, and these guys are actually woody plants. Woody plants. Okay, you can see the picture of gymnosperms there, you have a long hood, thick hood as a barky hoods, isn't it? So that's the reason we call them as hoody plants, and they are evergreen, they are perennial, that is they live very long. Okay, see, this is all about the gymnosperms. Yeah, and now we will move on to angiosperms. So what examples I can give here? I can give pine tree. Pines are examples. Deodar, okay, deodar, that you can see it in a picture, right? So all these are examples. Let us move to angiosperms. Coming to the division angiosperms. You know, angiosperms are called flowering plants. Okay, you will observe a colorful flowers in the varieties of plants. You know, most of the plants that we see around, the plants that have flowers, small or big, all of them come under a division called angiosperms. Okay, and now let us try to learn about the meaning of the word angio and sperma. Both are from Greek. They are Greek words. Okay, angio in the sense with the cover. Sperma means seed. Okay, so the meaning is seed is present inside a fruit. Where are the seeds present? Seed is present inside a fruit. Okay, so fruit having plants are called angiosperms. And what is there in a seed? Seed has an embryo. Embryo, when fallen on a ground, when fallen on a soil, you know, it develops into a new plant. Got it? So embryo is there inside a seed. And where are the seeds present? Seeds are present inside a fruit, guys. Okay, can you imagine apple here? If you cut an apple to a half, say I'm cutting an apple, half apple, right? Say here in the middle portion, you have a black color seeds, isn't it? And you have a pulp. This can be eatable, right? Say this pulpy region is called fruit. Inside a fruit, you are having a seed, okay? Inside a seed, you have an embryo. Okay, and this seed, when put in a soil, it germinates and it becomes a new plant, right? So that is the most basic aspects about the angiosperms that one must understand. Clear? Fine. And one more thing here is, rest of the points are like very clear. They have well differentiated plant body. Plant body is well differentiated into roots, you know, stem, leaves, etc. Isn't it? And you know, much advanced vascular bundles they have. Advanced vascular bundles. You will find much advanced vascular bundles, means you have a well-developed xylem and phloem. Xylem is the specialized tissue which can carry water, and phloem is the one which can conduct or carry food from one part to another part. Isn't it? Say all features are much advanced. And the very important feature here is, like, you know, about the seed and fruit, guys. Seed is always present within a fruit. Okay. And you know, very important point that you have to understand is they have cotyledons. Cotyledons. So what do you mean by a cotyledons? Cotyledons are nothing but seed leaves. You know what, guys? Cotyledons are present. These guys are present inside a seed. Okay? Inside a seed with embryo. Okay, inside a seed you have an embryo. Along with the embryo, what you have, guys? You have cotyledons. Cotyledons are also called as seed leaves. Okay, and based on the number of cotyledons, Again, angiosperms can be divided into two classes, guys. Okay, so what I just now said, based on number of cotyledons, angiosperms are divided into okay, two categories, guys. This is very important point. Okay, what are the two categories? One is monocots and the other one is dicots. Okay, monocots are also called as monocotyledons. Dicots are also called as dicotyledons. Okay, so what do you mean by monocots, guys? The name itself says monocots have only one cotyledon. It has only one cotyledon. Okay, and dicots have two cotyledons. This is what the major difference, guys. Okay, angiosperms are again divided into two categories. One is monocots and other one is dicots. Okay, monocots have only one cotyledon. Dicots have two cotyledons. Where are these cotyledons present, guys? Inside a seed. Okay, with embryo. What is the use of cotyledons? See, embryo is a living cell. Okay, later it develops into a new plant at suitable conditions. If it has to develop into a new plant, you must put it in a soil, you must water it. When the conditions are favorable, then only that embryo develops into new plant. Okay, till then it also requires food, isn't it? See here, the moment embryo formed and presence inside a seed, until and unless you put it in a soil, that embryo will not grow into new plant. Yes or no? So till then, the embryo requires food because it's a living cell, guys. It needs nutrition. It needs nourishment. So how does it get a food? It will get food from cotyledons. Okay, it will get food from cotyledons. And you know, when the seed germinates, the first leaves that you see are actually a cotyledons. Cotyledons will develop into a new leaves. Okay, first leaves. Clear? Until a plant fully grows, it cannot able to prepare its own food. Yes, too many leaves have to be formed. Only then photosynthesis can occur. Till then, who is giving food for an embryo, guys? Who is giving food for a growing plant? It is that cotyledon. Clear? And now, how do you say that the plant belongs to monocot or dicot looking at the seed? I have one example here. See what I have got. This is the kidney beans, right? Say, this is the seed. Inside this seed, there is an embryo. This kidney bean, if I put it in a soil, if the environmental conditions are favorable, it can grow as a new plant, isn't it? And this seed, exactly in the middle, I can open, right? I can open. See, this is how I'll find. This brown color thing is there, no? This is a seed cover, guys. Just a seed covering. Okay, I will remove that brown color thing. And these two things are called cotyledons. This is one cotyledon, this is another cotyledon. Okay, and you have this small structure, no? See, this, I'm lifting it with the help of my nail. This small structure, this is what embryo, guys. Okay, when you put this in a soil, this thing is what grows out to be a new plant. Okay, see, this embryo is associated with cotyledons. This is one This is another, right? And during a seed germination, these two cotyledons, this develops into a small leaves, right? So this is the seed, right? This is a seed. This is a seed, right? If I put it in a soil, what happens is a small plant grows. Initially, two leaf-like structures are formed. Okay, so this is what we call it as, cotyledons. This is what we call it as cotyledons. These big fat white colored structures only will grow up into leaf-like structures. This is what cotyledons. Okay, and later when the plant further grows, actual leaves are formed. Okay, say till these actual leaves are formed, the plant should get a food. It should get nourishment. So who will look after giving food to the plant body till the leaves arises? These cotyledons only. Okay, during a seed germination, these cotyledons only will grow out to be a smaller leaves, which are not actually a true leaves. Okay, just leaf-like structures which helps in giving food to the plant body, small growing plant body. Okay, see, this is what we call cotyledons. So looking at the seeds, if you can open the seed fully like this into two parts, then it is called dicotyledon. This is actually a dicotyledon variety. Two cotyledons you can see. This is embryo, right? So like this, if you can see the two cotyledons, you can call that plants belonging to the variety dicots. Okay, and you can observe the corn, sweet corn that you eat. Each corn is a seed actually. Can you open into two parts like this, like a kidney bean? No, right? Say that is an example for monocotyledons. Clear, everybody? So corn, here what is the example, guys? Corn. And here what is the example? Kidney beans. Plant is an example for dicot. Okay, and not only in the differences regarding seed, you have differences in case of leaves, you have differences in case of stem and everything. Let us see the differences of monocots and dicots separately with the help of picture and visual. Okay, coming to the structure of cotyledons, first observe the seed germination, guys. This is a kidney bean seed. It is germinating. See, the root is forming from a seed, isn't it? And slowly the roots are extending. And see, now the shoot will form here, right? The shoot, that means the stem area is growing. This is the stem, right? And you see how it has come from a soil. And now the seed coat will get removed. This brown color thing is a seed coat. See, these things, the leaf-like structures, these are not leaves, but the leaf-like structures are called cotyledons, guys. Till the plant grows and till the leaves fully develop, plant cannot prepare its own food. It cannot undergo photosynthesis. The cotyledons is the one which gives food to the root and to the growing stem, etc. Right? And cotyledons is the one which has given food to the embryo that was present within a seed. And once the plant fully grows, you see cotyledon is getting dried and it is fallen on the ground. So the first leaf-like structures that comes from a seed is called cotyledons. Look at the differences between monocots and dicots, and this is a very important concept you have to remember. We all know one particular point, that monocots, in the sense they will have one cotyledon, right? Seeds will have only one cotyledon. In case of dicotyledons or dicots, we can observe the two cotyledons inside a seed with embryo, isn't it? And coming to the flowers of monocot plants, these are called petals. The colorful part of a flower is called petals. So how many petals you can find in monocot plant is multiples of 3. 3, or the 3 table you have to remember. 3 twos are 6. You can have 6 petals or 3 petals, multiples of 3 you can observe in the flower of monocot plants. Coming to the dicot plants flower, you will find the number of petals equal to multiples of 5, guys. Like 5 ones are 5, you can observe 5 petals, or you can observe 5 twos are 10 petals, or you will observe 15 petals, or you will observe 20 petals, multiples of 5. That many petals you can observe in the flowers of dicot plants. Coming to the leaf of monocots, parallel leaf veins. The smaller lines that you observe in a leaf is called veins. They are called veins, and these veins are long lines which are parallel to each other, guys. You can observe this leaf of a dicot. The veins are network. In the middle you have a big vein. Again from this smaller veins will arise. You have a network of veins, isn't it? Say leaf of dicot looks like this, and leaf of monocot looks like this. And anyway, pollen grains as one pore or furrow. This point you will study it in much higher classes, so it is not necessary. Coming to this point, vascular bundles, that means xylem and phloem. Okay, it is arranged irregularly in the stem. You don't have a particular arrangement. Irregularly, it is present throughout, right? And you see here, xylem and phloem are arranged in a particular pattern, isn't it? See, the stems, vascular bundles arranged in a ring. They are arranged in a ring. One particular pattern is there. But here there is no pattern. Irregularly throughout the stem, you can find this vascular bundles, that is xylem and phloem. So these are the differences between monocot plants and a dicot plant.